Epic Media presents Occupy Me,
a science fictional podcast series.
Episode 1, Roxanne Met an Alien.
My name is Roxanne Theron. I am, or was, a grad student in psychology at San Francisco State University. Although it's possible that was just a means to an end of being a stand-up comic with super perceptive material, I don't know if I'm going to end up as a psychologist. Is that even what people call themselves? This is ridiculous that I don't know. Anyway, enough about my psychology pursuits. The point is, I chose a degree program where I could interview a lot of interesting people. I'm lucky enough to have access to interesting people, and I'm interested in what they're thinking. Maybe because I never know what people are really thinking. This story is mainly about my first contact with aliens. What I should say is extraterrestrial, but Aliens is a cooler movie than E.T. I think we could mostly agree. Sigourney Weaver is the source. But I digress. This story involves alien life forms, impossible cyborg technology, and also superheroes. As I say that, I realize it sounds more like a comic book than a psychology study, but I'm reporting these encounters as matter of fact, which incidentally came up in the course of talking to interesting people. My main interest was not so much the existence of aliens and superheroes. I mean, it's the 21st century, yo. I'm more interested in what people think about such things existing. The story starts with two old friends of mine. They're so old, they're almost ex-friends. They're the kind of friends that I know if I ran into them again, we'd probably fall right back into being friends. But, as I said, I never know what people are really thinking. The first person I want to introduce you to is my previous friend, Cyrus. Goes by Cy, like the noise you make when you're exasperated. He's been working in content screening for a video-on-demand platform.
Reject. Pass. Reject. Pass. Reject. Lay down in traffic. Pass. Review. Mildly racist, but protected. Ooh, really racist. Review. Jump off pier. Pass. Reject.
Hello.
Hello? Who are you?
My name is Dot.
Hi. Are you speaking inside my head?
Yes. Hi, how are you today?
Apparently not well from a mental standpoint. I'm not even talking out loud, am I?
Yes, you are not. I'm in the area of your frontal lobe, called Broca's area, that composes sentences before you speak them. I'm not in the part of your brain that thinks thoughts and forms memories.
Cool.
I will not intrude further into your brain without permission. I hope you can help me. My body can't survive on your planet. The air, the water would be poison for me. So I would like to occupy your body.
Is that as awesome as it sounds, or?
I don't know. Is it? Sorry, my English is not good, but I am a fast learner.
It's okay. Your English is pretty good, and I may be having a schizophrenic break, so who am I to say? Why do you sound Australian?
I have watched over 3,000 episodes of Neighbours, the most popular soap opera in Australia. I am a student. I have an important research directive. I will only complete it if I can move around in your environment.
What is the directive? 'Cause so far, I am totally with this.
There is an object from my world I believe is somewhere on your planet. I believe you may have seen it. It's a very powerful object made by a mad scientist a long time ago. The problem is, there's someone else who wants the object, and if he finds it, it's a very big problem.
Sidebar, what's my social security number?
I don't know.
Okay, but I do, so that's good.
I don't know anything about you if you don't tell me.
Okay, here's where I'm at, Dorothy. Sorry, Dot?
I like Dot.
I don't know if I'm handling this well. I have so many questions, and honestly, I used to be cooler. You're the first person I've talked to today. The first alien I've talked to ever. Oh my god!
Everything is going to be okay.
Oh man, the world's gonna end, isn't it?
Yes, but I would also like to say the world ending is not the end of the world. Let me rephrase. I've seen several worlds end. Sometimes by orbital kinetic weapons, not nice. Sometimes the world ends by civil war or by ecological accident.
Are we talking more than 5 worlds? You've seen this?
Is 10 more than several? I apologize. More than 20 worlds. But what I mean is, sometimes the world ends because the populace discovers something that changes everything they know. So the way they were living effectively ends. They transform, they build out, they invent interstellar travel. That also happens.
Goofy gumdrops.
I've come a long way to learn about you and learn from you. So I will try my best to make sure you are not annihilated.
Sounds like a plan. Who else is trying to get this gadget, if I may ask?
My ex-boyfriend, he's a really obnoxious person.
All right. Cool.
Cool?
Cool, as in, okay, yes, for now.
Cool.
I'm gonna clock out, get some ramen, and see if I suddenly wake up.
At the moment this happened, I was far away from Sai. I hadn't seen him in about 3 years. Now, I want to introduce you to my other previous friend, Christina.
Well, we've got apple teenies, blueberry teenies, clean martinis, dirty teenies, kiwi teeny, mango teeny, peach martini, tomato teeny. That's my favorite. The vanilla cinnamon martini, the who gives a fuck martini. Yes, we've got every goddamn martini. And so, I sing this song to remind myself of all the martinis on the menu. Doo-doo. Miguel, I'll go take my break now, yeah?
Don't get captured.
Do I ever? Is someone here? I feel weird.
I'm here.
What?
I am Todd.
What the fuck is happening?
I have an important mission that you must do.
I have an important self-care medication I must take.
No, I'm gonna find the generator. I'm gonna live my dream. Fuck the haters. Nothing's gonna stop me. I have to have only positive people in my life. Fuck negative people.
That reminds me of a meme I shared today. Wait, who are you? Why are you talking in my head?
You have seen the generator. I'm here to find the generator. I will use your body.
Okay, self-destructive side of my own brain. That is not going to happen.
I'm a big deal. I'm like a ruler of the ninth sea on a planet 7 times the size of yours.
Cool story, bro, but I think you're actually a projection that I'm making up.
I can take you away from this place.
That sounds like me talking.
It is you talking. I have a dream. I will rule this planet.
Okay, to nitpick, we don't actually have planet rulers.
I will rule this island.
I assume you mean North America? Also, not really a precedent for that. I like the enthusiasm, though.
I'll rule the city.
See, that's doable. But, You are a voice from my imagination? Take your time, it's a trick question.
Yes. I am the voice of your dreams.
Rad. I love my dreams. So tell me more about this generator.
But more on that later. On this truly interesting day, I also had a conversation about aliens. Annika Rush is the most famous person in my contact list. She is super rich and kind of a self-obsessed con artist. Lately, Annika has been very present in the Bay Area tech startup scene. She's invested in 17 companies that have all failed, usually by trumpeting a product or service that doesn't work and then mysteriously folding in a swirl of disappearing capital. I was surprised she accepted my request for an interview. Ever since that one time I served her tapenade on perfectly crisp toast, She's always kind of liked me. I'm not sure I know why.
There are aliens among us who want to bring down my family.
Who? Specifically?
My father, myself, my husband.
You consider yourself a target of an alien campaign. Can you imagine why?
Because, I don't know. Jealousy, maybe? We've done nothing. Nothing.
Did you know that while most people use jealousy and envy interchangeably, they usually mean envy?
Many people are both jealous and envious of me.
Probably true, because you have a lot of stuff. What else are you working on?
We're working with a video game designer on an app I can't talk about much right now, but it's going to be spectacular.
We all can't wait for that app.
Sometimes I think I'm cursed with vision, like Cassandra. I'm afraid of what's going to happen next. Wait, don't print that.
What is going to happen? Annika.
Everything you know is going to change. Was that me?
I think it's me. You were saying?
The aliens are posting on our internet. They speak English like normal humans, but they have cues which give them away. They always write in multiples of 7. I think they have 7 fingers. They use certain words more than others.
And then she went on and on. The double-edged trick to talking with Annika, she doesn't really listen to anything other people say. She'll get going on her persecution complex, and as long as you appear to be focused on her and offer her little affirmations, she doesn't notice if you check your phone, do email stuff, order a pizza, or whatever, because she thinks you're just writing down every amazing word that she says. I took the moment to read a surprising and rather long text from Sci.
Hi, Roxanne. How are you? It's been a minute, and I'm sorry about how I acted at our last shift. I was feeling a bunch of ways, and something broke. Anyways, I'm not even sure how you feel about it. I thought I should ask, at the risk of being nosy. Also, and right now, I think this will always be true, you're the first one I want to tell whenever something interesting happens.
Wow.
Right? Their tactics are amazing and terrible. No one is safe. Especially me.
Oh, shit. Did not mean to press send.
What have you done?
I, sent a draft of a text message I started 3 years ago. Didn't even know you could do that. Started writing it, never sent it. Haven't communicated with her in 3 years, and yet the draft was still in my phone.
Oh, is that funny?
It's hilarious.
Whom did you send the message to?
Roxanne. We had a kind of falling out, but, she's the one I want to run and tell when something interesting happens.
I see. And so?
Well, nothing extremely interesting has happened to me in the last 3 years.
Ah.
Until right now. I mean, this is pretty interesting.
I am glad. That person is very important. The run and tell person. We have a word for it.
Yeah, I, don't quite want to keep talking about it right now. When I get to know you better. I'm done eating.
I liked the soup very much.
Yeah, that's still weird.
Sea vegetation and salts and pig flavor. Very interesting.
We call it pork when we're eating pig because we're total jerks to every kind of animal. Anyway, let's go for a walk?
Ooh, a walk.
If you're going to literally occupy my body, I'd like to know about you. Is that fair? Especially because you come from another world, so I assume you know lots of incredible things.
That is a fair trade.
What kind of surface does your planet have?
Surface?
Is it desert? Snow? Jungle planet? See, in our science fiction, we imagine alien planets are all monoclimates. The whole planet is all forest, or all swamp, or all snow.
I see. Water. Our planet is only water.
Whoa.
We are like, what would you say? Fish. No one walks. Everyone swims. No one talks. Everyone thinks.
That is amazing.
So, we think feet are very amazing. Your feet. How you walk on the hard surface.
Really?
Yes, we know about feet because we see them on animals on other planets. We see you. Because we don't have them, we think feet are, or what you would say. What'd you say? Sexy? Exciting.
Okay, that's a thing. So, how to put this? I'm gathering that you have a lot of feelings about things where you're from?
We have very deep feelings. Our planet runs on feelings. Emotions. Emotions power our machines.
Please, go on.
I am here to find a generator. This generator is a matrix that converts emotional states into electrical energy, specifically the feeling of loneliness. At peak functioning, generator creates a field radiating all wavelengths of electromagnetic spectrum.
Back up, it runs on loneliness?
Loneliness is one of the few self-perpetuating fuel sources in the universe. It's a perfect, unending loop. It's stable, sustainable, and never expires. The more energy expended towards dispelling loneliness, the stronger it becomes. Very few things do that. Where I come from, this is scientific canon.
What?
A long time ago, my people developed a method for converting the psychic wavelengths associated with emotional states. Anger, melancholy, like varying radioactive ores, each has their particular quality. Loneliness is considered the most stable and the most inexhaustible. By legend, the object we seek is the most efficient emo-electrical generator ever constructed. They say it could start a sun.
So where is this lonely engine?
Can't be sure. I detect traces of it in your memories, so I think you've encountered it, or encountered someone who encountered it. I believe it's in this city, but I can't pinpoint it. Plus, there is a lot of sensory input. Oh, a tree. I've never seen a tree.
So what do we do if we run into your ex?
I'll handle that. He'll kill you.
He'll kill me?
I meant he won't. I'll be there, but don't try to engage him. He likes killing people.
Likes killing people?
And animals and plants. He just enjoys destroying things. My point is, hopefully we won't meet him. If we do, I will handle it. This is a depressing conversation.
Okay. Want to climb that tree?
We can do that?
We/I have feet, and a little tread left on these sneakers.
Oh, I'm so excited to climb a tree.
Okay, that is harder than it used to be.
Your sun is setting.
Yeah, it's a good sun. We like it. Do you have a ship?
I have a ship.
Can I see the ship?
I'm not sure we should use it in atmosphere. The cloaking field is unreliable. It's an old ship.
Well, I guess we'll take my car. Also an old car.
Where will we go?
Well, barring a more interesting idea, like, say, outer space, I'd say let's go home.
What did he mean by something interesting? Maybe it was a drunk text. The last time I saw Sai, the awkward time after which we became previous friends, also involved Christina. We used to spend so much time together.
What is this thing?
This is a taxi cab. My car broke down.
When do we get there?
With normal traffic on the 10, about 20 minutes to 3 hours. It's really a bad time to get anywhere. But hey, we can watch the sunset.
The sun so bad. Traffic so bad. All day like this. My soul is caged. I drive into the sun, I cannot look anywhere. It's right in my eyes. Nowhere else to go. I can't see. I hate the sun. I hate the fucking sun.
I'm sorry, dude. I was just talking to myself.
So am I, fucking sun.
Why don't we swim?
I would love to swim, but that's not how we get around in Los Angeles. And I'm questioning if you really are part of my psyche, because you don't seem to know a lot of shit.
I'm here to impose my will. I don't even care.
You really aren't from here, are you? You're an alien from another planet.
I am the Alpha and the Omega.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Where are we going? My time is precious.
We used to work in a video store. I can't imagine it's still there. Never mind what I thought. I'm gonna text Roxanne.
I hate you so much, you fucking son. Kill me now, just sit already.
My car just sounds like it's dying when it's starting, but then it runs pretty smooth. Okay, that probably needs servicing.
Is this how you get from place to place?
Yeah, Los Angeles public transit is overmatched by sprawl.
Seems slow. Where are we going?
West. Don't worry, we're almost to the end of the continent.
We're in Los Angeles?
Technically, we're leaving the San Gabriel Valley and entering Los Angeles, but yeah, from space, I guess it's all Los Angeles. Right now, we're going to Venice. It's actually my second time living over there. Traffic in and out is always terrible.
I read about Venice. It's your city half underwater.
You probably read about Venice, Italy. Venice, California has a part like that. The waterways, what do you call them? Canals. It's by the Pacific Ocean.
I want to see your ocean. This is all very fascinating.
I'm glad you think so, because it's really just my shitty, endless commute. But, let's revisit our arrangement. Can we? If we find this generator, then you don't want Todd to have it.
If Todd finds it, he will do something terrible, I'm sure.
What could one do with it? I'm so curious.
It depends on the pure intensity of the emotional state, which we measure in units called
Yeah, I'm not going to remember that.
Aw, but I wanted to teach you a word in our language. Anyway, at 8 supposedly, the generator is like a minor solar event. Enough energy to power many ships and city ships. This energy can be directed by psychic command. At 12 fine manipulation of particles is possible. Electrical fields at the quantum level. At that level, the one using the generator could theoretically do anything. Make anything. Redesign the universe.
I was afraid you were going to say something like that.
This is if it exists. I only learned about it in school. Unfortunately for us, Todd is convinced it exists. He will wreck your whole planet looking for it.
Well, he couldn't have picked a nicer day for it. Yeah, this drive is gonna take forever, so I'll just ask. Why did you pick me? I'm guessing it's not because of my vast earthly resources.
I researched. In the population of Earth, you are average, medium height for adult male human. Asian phenotype. Reasonably good health, but not too good. Not rich, not poor.
You read my dating profiles, huh?
I've read everything your internet has about you. By regression analysis, you are a remarkably average man.
That's nice to hear, honestly. In America, I tend to be considered below average.
Except your nose. Your nose is atypical.
Yeah, I know.
Your nose is unusually large.
Yeah, so you know that on Earth, the race phenotypes are taken very seriously. It's massively complicated. I don't want to call it a problem. It's actually one of the things that makes the human race beautiful. But more often than not, it ends up being a problem. Skin color, body shape, whether or not you have awesome hair.
But cats do not have that problem. You have hundreds of types of cats who are all basically cats. Is that not true?
I guess cats aren't racist. Or furist, or whatever you'd call it. This isn't the part where you tell me cats are secretly in control of the planet, is it?
I'm not going to tell you that, no.
Do you have racism on your planet? Planets?
We understand what it is to be categorized. Some people, like Todd, are elite from birth. Some people are considered lesser. There is bigotry. Like you said, the color of your skin, the shape of your eyes, the inherited traits of your lineage. It's not quite like here. We have hateful people in charge of social stratification.
Yup.
Todd is a person who hates all types of people, unlike himself, but he likes the ones who are pretty. I am considered pretty. I am considered his.
Ugh, sorry to hear that. It really sounds like a dick.
Please explain dick.
It's just what we call assholes.
Oh, but please explain...
Villains. That's what I mean. It doesn't literally have to do with anatomy. It's a convention of speech.
Villain.
Still, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Sai.
Sigh.
Are you talking to yourself?
I'm making an introvert joke.
Oh. Joke. Please explain.
It's... Do you have humor on your planet?
No. On our planet, humor is punishable by death. Just kidding. That was me making a joke. Of course we have humor. Humor is one of the 6 constant forces in the universe. It's just the translation is difficult. How was my joke?
Good joke. This is me, laughing at your joke. On the inside.
Cool.
And then I got a text from Christina. I couldn't help but think we were all converging again.
Roxanne, sorry to bug. I think I'm having a mental episode. Something very weird and different is happening. I wanted to tell you. You're still someone I trust. Fuck it, you're the only one I trust. Cilantro.
Okay, that's not good. Cilantro was supposed to be our code word to text if anything really serious happened. She's never used it before. It's a joke until it's not. As part of the Cilantro protocol, we chose a meetup spot that we could try to get to in case communication became impossible, in case all phone lines went down, in case of an electromagnetic pulse. All the things you can't plan for. The choice of the place seemed obvious at the time, but I haven't been there in 3 years. I gotta get down to LA tonight.
As we crawled like a baby across LA rush hour traffic, I asked Dot about her journey to Earth. I was, at this point, about 88% convinced she was not an invention of my malfunctioning brain. She described it to me, but in a way that probably won't translate well into English. This is an attempt at a recreation of what she described.
Red shifting constellations, slip knots of gravity, fingers touching my back as I push through nothingness, rising and falling. Space travel is like the art of riding waves. One ellipse after another. Jump into the wrong circle and you're launched towards the furthest nowhere. The destination is an ocean planet. Familiar colors. Local bacteria will be a problem. The seas are not ones we can swim in. The dominant species clusters in 7 island masses. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, solar fins kick again as I reach the final approach orbit.
Midnight flight to Southern California. It's been a little while. Annika, how are you calling me on a plane? My phone's in airplane mode.
Like I said, everything you know is gonna change.
And that includes how cell phones work?
Listen, Roxanne. I'm going to tell you something that only you can know.
I should work in the White House.
What did you say?
Nothing. Just a note to self. Please, go on.
3 is a magic number.
That's it? That's what you want to tell me?
Off the record.
That's interesting, but still not as interesting as how you're calling me in the first place. You know that part in the Star Trek reboot where they figure out how to beam people onto a ship moving at warp speed? I mean, this call is as mystifying as that.
I have to go.
Oh, Okay. Thanks for everything. 3 is the magic number? Did she just learn that today? If I were any kind of mental professional, I'd assess that she has some kind of fixation on me, but that could also be my own narcissism disorder talking. Oh god, my life. And I have a paper to write. At this point, I should just title my thesis, I have no fucking idea what other people are thinking ever. P.S. Including myself by Roxanne Theron, future non-graduate of graduate school. Cilantro. I'm turning this thing off for a minute. The plane's about to land. Oh, this takes me back.
Ladies and gentlemen, and hyper-intelligent cats, and invaders from outer space, if you're out there, this is your captain speaking. We are about to begin our descent into Los Angeles.
Hard Knock Media and Melancholyball.com present Occupy Me, a science fictional podcast series. Hard Knock Media and Melancholyball.com present Occupy Me, a science fictional podcast series. Episode 2, Internet Killed the Video Store.
Los Angeles is the bleeding edge. It's so massive, it messes with my head. A tease. Half the best place in the world. An unsplittable sushi bill. The promise at the end of the trilogy. 16 intersecting streets, all named Beverly. It's the end of the journey west, except for Hawaii and Alaska. It's both beauty and beast. The other stuff people say about LA is also true. You're always driving, the sun is always shining. Meeting people is impossible. This is Roxanne again, by the way. I've landed and I'm making my way to the designated meeting place with Christina. I assume she remembers the details of our fallback plan and is not just talking about cilantro for some random reason. Cilantro. As it turns out, Christina was the first person to arrive at our old haunt.
What is this place?
It used to be a video store. No one rents videos from stores anymore. I worked here with Roxanne and Sci 3 years ago. And now, it's a juice bar.
Define juice.
Apple, berry, carrot, dragon fruit, echinacea infused, fermented, grape, Hawaiian punch.
Why did you come here?
Really good question. Inca berry, not everyone knows about that one. Jamba, kale, lemon, mango, olali berry, passion fruit, quince, raspberry, starfruit, tangerine,
I feel an ocean.
Specifically, the Pacific.
Let's go. I want to see it.
I came here because that's what I agreed on with Roxanne. If there was ever an emergency, we'd use the code word. I texted her the code word. I wonder if she'll remember.
Hurry up. I can't move without you.
Oh, shut up. Fucking inner voice. Fine. We're going to the ocean. In the dark. What's the worst that could happen?
Observational notes on the human inner voice. Most large brain life forms have some form of inner voice. In Todd's case, the voice repeats constant self-affirmation. In others, the voice might express complicating doubts. In the case of serious depressives, the inner voice gets very loud and says things like, "You're worthless, do not even try, you're terrible," at a constant, even pace for days and months and years. The affliction is not in confirming whether or not the inner voice is correct. It's that the inner voice is far too loud to allow any other voices to be heard.
We're here. Dot, you're still here, right? Inside my brain? Just checking that I'm still not hallucinating.
Night.
Yes, Dot. Night.
Is this how long it takes to get to places on your planet?
Not generally. Just in LA on Thursday night. It takes longer to drive east-west across LA during rush hour than it takes to fly from here to Mexico.
I could have repaired my ship in that time. Anyway, where is here?
This is Windward Circle, close to my apartment. I thought you should see it, because it's where I used to work with Roxanne and Christina. Oh, and the ocean is right over there, and the beach. It's a lot more busy during the day.
Who is Christina?
She was a friend of mine. Used to be a friend of mine.
You do not run and tell her everything?
Not like that. Christina's a funny case. She's always got a lot of drama. Last thing I heard about her was she was shacked up with the singer from my second favorite unsigned power pop band. Oh no, wait, it was the singer's favorite drug dealer she was with. Or both of them, I don't know. She's kind of a recovering wild child.
The generator was here. It was near here. I hear its traces.
So we're on the right track.
Yes, but it's not here now. It may have been some time ago. Can I see your ocean?
As long as you don't want me to swim across it, I guess.
Just up the beach, Christina and Todd were looking at the ocean, feeling small. Todd sat in Christina's head like a troll, but I guess trolls also have to process their feelings.
I'm gonna follow my dream no matter what happens. Nothing else matters. I'm gonna make it. No one's gonna stop me. Fuck the haters. Everybody knows me. I don't even care. I don't give a shit. Speaking for me personally, in terms of what I want to do for me, at the end of the day, I do me. I will overcome all obstacles. I will overcome all over my obstacles' faces. Never look back.
Dream big, bro.
I want to feel your waters.
Lucky I happen to be an excellent swimmer.
Let's go in.
Right behind you. Just kidding. I do love to night swim, though. I'll take off my shoes.
Your feet.
My what?
Your feet look fun.
Oh my god, you were weird. But you're right. My feet are fetching. Ugh. Here I am at the edge of California. Do you know how California got her name? She is named after a character in an old Spanish novel, Calafia, queen of a mythical island of Muslim women warriors. Also griffins. She led an army of griffins. It was a fantasy novel in the time of Christianity's great conquests. Over time, we've forgotten what Calafia stood for. In the novel, she was the other. Maybe the villain. But times change, while names of places remain.
What are you talking about?
Your mom.
My mother is gigantic.
I'm sure she is. So, okay. What is your trip? You said this generator will make it so I no longer have to memorize the martini menu in alphabetical order. Is it an app?
It is a one-of-a-kind device from my planet. It is the key to obtaining power, wealth, authority.
Planet? You did not say the planet part before.
I cannot breathe the air on your planet, but I will control it.
This is a lot. I'm gonna sit down now and think about my life decisions.
Pro tip, if you really want to get around Los Angeles with less hassle, rent a motorcycle. The last time Christina and I hung out, we were in the corner of some party with a full bottle. Sometimes you make plans while drinking, which seemed like a really good idea at the time. Cilantro. I know you hate it. You can't shut up about how much you hate the taste of cilantro. But Tina, for real, only if it's an emergency.
Roxanne, when is it not an emergency? Hey, if you can grab the worm at the bottom of this bottle with your fingers, I'll give you $50.
Christina, stop.
Yeah, no, this is a good plan. In case anything happens, we'll meet at the store.
Yeah, If nothing else, they're not gonna pave over a perfectly good traffic circle. The store's on its way out. I give it 1 more year.
Right? Hardly anyone comes in anymore except old people.
And people who don't want to use streaming services.
That's what I mean, old people. Or sometimes it's someone who's too stoned to remember their password.
I'm not sure how Tom stays in business. Just between us, I think the store might be a tax shelter. He's selling contraband on the side.
You think? Dang. I wish you'd brought me in on that. What kind of contraband?
I don't know. Drugs, passports. It's just a theory.
Huh. Here I thought we were still in business because of those 7 weird movies we got that aren't online.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The Rare 7. Wait, which ones are you talking about?
Oh, which are they? They're always getting rented. Revenge of the Bed and Breakfast of Death. Sequel? Better than the original.
Right! And,
the unreleased cut of Paranormal Activity. So rare.
Totally that one. And Gabrielle's Horn.
I've never seen that one.
You haven't? Maybe I'm mixing it up with another one, and come to think of it, people don't really rent that one. It just kind of sits in the glass case. But also, no one, like the biggest film nerds ever, have ever heard of it. It might be Russian.
Friday the 13th, Part 14. That one I've watched a million times.
You know that's a fan film, and it's not part of the Friday the 13th canon, right?
I know, but I always tell people it is, and then they rent the shit out of it. They're like, is this on Netflix? And I'm like, nah, dude, this VHS copy is the only copy anywhere.
But seriously, Gabriella's Horn is a really important movie. Or I could be really drunk.
Here's how.
Something will be there.
That circle will always be there, whatever happens.
Cilantro. Don't use it as a joke, only if it's deathly serious.
I'm always deathly serious.
Where I'm from, the ocean has no edges. What do you call this edge?
The beach.
Beach. I see. Oh, and you have a moon. It's kind of hidden, though. Are you going to get another moon?
I'll have to check the schedule. Dot, I feel like this is an elephant in the room question.
I want to see an elephant. Is there one?
Figure of speech. So, you say your people made a power generator that runs off of loneliness. Do you have a generator that runs off love?
Good question. It's not recorded if we do. Love is an unreliable resource. It has a high yield on ignition, but tends to dissipate quickly. In that sense, it's mainly useful for a one-time output, like, creating a moon. After a short cycle, it tends to naturally reduce to insignificant levels, unlike loneliness or anger, which tend to maintain a steady state wavelength over time. So, as far as I know, no one has built one.
But what if you made one to draw on the love between two people?
Yeah, that just never happens.
Even a cute couple in their 60s that's still together and makes each other coffee and milk in the morning?
We have a generator that runs on low temperatures of self-satisfaction. Reliable, but not a high energy output. Very popular for powering lamps, kitchen tools, that kind of thing.
Man, what a universe.
I'm not trying to make you sad.
Nah, I make myself sad. I was just curious.
Your ocean is rising.
Say again?
It's rising. Soon your planet will be like ours.
Yep, that's what our climate scientists say.
You might need things from us to survive.
We've got till after I die, right?
Probably not that long.
Hey, there's someone else on the beach.
Oh no, he's here. He approaches. I can hear him.
Todd?
Yes, be careful. I was not expecting to see him so soon. He's just here.
Wait a second, is that Christina? That is Christina that I was just talking about.
She hosts him. He may speak in your friend's voice.
Creepy.
He will try to distract you with blather talk.
Okay, and what about the part where you said he'll try to kill me?
Probably he will try to kill you.
Okay, call me curious. Can you give me a scenario?
Probably telepathic attack.
And you've got that, yes? No?
I don't think we should confront him.
Neither do I, but if he's in Christina, I have to see what's up.
I will do my best to keep you from dying.
That's the spirit, Dot. Hey there, is that Christina? Hi, funny seeing you. Ow, 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 ow.
Dot, why did you get yourself such a
Why did you get yourself such an ugly little bug?
Ow, Dot, please do something.
This is me doing something. Rerouting the nervous system attack towards your pain centers.
Well, okay, well, that's definitely something. Is this a telepathic attack?
I'm afraid so.
She didn't even touch her forehead. Aren't you supposed to touch your forehead when you use psychic powers?
I'm afraid there's no rule you have to touch your forehead to use psychic powers.
Well, yeah, that sucks. Yeah.
I found a fetching host. I'm remarkably good
looking.
What were you thinking?
What were you thinking?
Don't you want to represent our people with pride? You could have occupied someone taller, but with a smaller nose. This one would not have been my choice.
He is scanning your mind. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just help me stand up.
You are really ugly.
Really ugly.
Is that it? That's your big line. Are you done? Oh, you're not real smart, are you? I mean, you're not working with a lot up there.
Are you insulting me?
Kind of. Out of respect to the art of insulting people, I mean, come on. You're ugly. That's it. That's disgraceful to the tradition.
I say what I want. And now, I'll tear out your brain.
It's just not very interesting. I bet I can come up with 20 variations on you're ugly right now. You're a guest to our planet, and I feel I ought to. It's a pride thing.
What are you doing?
Distracting him with blather talk because according to you, that works.
What did you say?
Did you say?
Oh my god.
I will try something else.
And so will I.
What did you say?
What did you say? Ugly bug?
Todd, let me begin by saying that your nose is so huge it will die alone before you.
My?
Also, your dandruff can be seen from space. And that your brain is the same after it's been cooked in light wine sauce. Plus, you make poop from every orifice.
I think he is actually listening to you.
Not to mention, you are so bad at sex, you get premature gonorrhea.
Now.
Let's see, your face looks like someone deep-fried an elephant.
What did you say?
And you smell like ear. In fact, your smell.
What's a smell?
You are wildly unpopular with the sales force.
Thank you.
Really?
It's so hard to tell you how ugly you are in a post-patriarchal body-positive way.
I am stunningly beautiful.
Number 10. Your dick sucks. Itself.
What does that even mean?
I'd call you a crater face, but that would be disrespectful to the moon. Are those acne scars, or is that a treasure map on your face?
Everyone says I'm beautiful.
You have to call Postmates to pick your nose.
I don't understand.
That receding hairline is just your hair running away from your face.
I don't see the problem here.
You know you look like your mom fucked a Ninja Turtle? Your nose looks like Toucan Sam dipped his beak in caramel.
Please explain.
Are those your eyebrows, or did somebody duct tape Brillo pads to your forehead?
Yeah, well...
Your teeth look like the front row of Coachella. You look like a burlap sack full of pudding.
My pudding pops.
And lastly, because you're Asian, your dick's pee hole is probably sideways.
I'm not Asian. You're Asian.
Yeah, I'm self-deprecating, dude.
Dots. Notes to Dot. Observational notes on the human inner voice. In the case of serious depressives, the first trick for alleviating the inner voice is to allow other words to enter your head. Other people and perspectives tend to be drowned out by the burbling, self-confirming litany of, you are the worst, nothing matters, nothing will ever change for you. In Christina's case, her inner voice usually advised her that whatever trouble she was about to get into was the trouble she'd been courting all along.
What are you doing? Is that Sci?
You've seen it. He's seen you see it.
I drifted off, and now you're actually using my body. Cut it out. Or turn it off or whatever.
I'm gonna follow my dream.
Jesus Christ, this is the worst. Stop doing whatever you're doing.
Go back to sleep.
Oh, that's torn it. Holy shit, is that Roxanne?
Christina?
Cilantro. Wow. It's an ocean in here. Her consciousness floated around near her body. Her body was an old house she'd forgotten the key for. But she was aware of what it was doing. She saw Roxanne and Sci. She felt something like osmosis back into her own body as her skin clutched around my own organs. And she felt the beach sand between my toes, and the dark sea creature inside of me started to move away, towards somewhere else, towards Roxanne. And no. The sea creature's just ahead of me. He's getting away. And he has a tail. If I dive a little deeper, I think I can grab it. Gotcha. He's squirmy.
Yeah, now what? I will follow my dream.
Don't you go anywhere.
According to her later account, Christina saw Todd as a sea creature swimming towards me to jump from her body to mine. She was able to grab him by the tail. Somehow, she dragged him back into her head, which was entirely unexpected by everyone, including Todd. She's a good friend like that.
Todd is running away. He's very vulnerable to, thinking. Sigh, I was almost positive you were going to die. Thank you for the insults. I learned a lot.
Oh god, that hurt. That was like the dentist stabbing your brain with a claw hammer, which is rusted and on fire and covered in hornets. I would prefer to never do that ever again.
If it helps, I can remind your brain to remember some delightful music.
Sure. Whatever you got. Hey, that's kind of better. I haven't thought of this song in forever, and oh god, it's Roxanne.
What do you mean by, oh god, it's Roxanne?
Roxanne just does this whole number on me.
She is your run and tell person.
I didn't think we would meet again in these circumstances. Actually, I still don't believe these circumstances are even really happening. I can't even believe she's here.
She's here. She's looking at your head. I think she thinks you have head trauma.
Can she hear this song? We used to play it in the video store all the time.
No, only you can hear this song.
Sci, are you okay? Say something if you're not dying.
You don't have a little alien speaking behind your ear, do you?
Oh no. No, fucking Christina just took off with my ride.
Fucking Christina. So unpredictable.
I wanted to make sure you were all right. You were passed out, and you have to tell me what's going on.
Dot. This is Roxanne. Roxanne. Dot. She's the alien grad student occupying my head.
Oh, hi?
Hi, Roxanne.
She can't hear you, I don't think.
Yeah. I just hear you talking to yourself, Sci, which is fine. But bring me up to speed here, because obviously strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
We're in deep shit. I'm gonna go talk to my alien for a minute. Hang on.
Please do. I will observe and, check my phone. Oh man. The ocean. Hey, wanna hear a joke, ocean? We got any baseball fans out there in the ocean? So, you know how in Los Angeles, there's the fucking Dodgers? Sorry, I'm a Giants fan. And then there's the Angels. And you probably know they used to be called the California Angels, and then they were the Anaheim Angels. And now they're back to their original name of the Los Angeles Angels. But the funny thing about the name, the Los Angeles Angels, is that if you fully translate it into English, it would be los angeles, or the angels. That's it. That's the joke. It's a work in progress.
Sai, you should not go home. Do you live with yourself?
By yourself. And yes.
Todd may know where you live. He could set a trap there.
I thought you were going to protect me from Todd melting my mind.
I may have overestimated my capacity.
Well, that happens. Roxanne?
Yes?
Kind of a long story, but apparently we're in mortal danger. Look, I can't go back to my place. We ought to get somewhere safe. Where can we go right now?
Well, if it's a question of safety, we could go to the cyborg hero roommates.
What are the cyborg hero roommates?
Just what they sound like. They're these guys I know. I'll call them, then I'll call the car.
Cool.
Sai, do you have a bad feeling about this? I have a bad feeling about this.
I do, in fact, have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling this is what a bad feeling feels like.
Occupy Me Episode 2 is presented by Hard Knock Media and Melancholyball Media. Erin Quill plays Dot, Brittany Monae plays Roxanne, Michael Ouyang plays Todd, Jessika Rodrigues plays Christina, Marc Abrigo plays Sai. The show is written and directed by Dominic Mah, that's me. The music is composed by Timo Chen. This episode also featured music by Fat Slice, Gabi Alter, and Gwendolyn Mock performing the piano works of Maurice Ravel. Sound mixing and design is by Andre Coca. Occupy Me is co-produced by Keith Chow and Michael Ouyang. Please subscribe, review, and rate Occupy Me at Apple Podcasts or the various other places you find podcasts. Our first season will continue with monthly episodes released through 2019 and 2020. If you'd like to support the show, we have a Patreon page at patreon.com/Domah, DOMMAH. And for all the latest updates, please visit thenerdsofcolor.org.